Studio 14 gang gang. Wait, where's my background music? Come on. There we go. Gang 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 gang. What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's happening? Kevin Ellup on set from ksound.com. Doing something a little different here, as y'all can see. What's going on? We are live right now. We are talking about a serious topic right now because it is regarding spending money. So we was in Studio 1-3 for a very long time. It's been three years, 4 years, give or take, something like that, right? And the big question is Studio 1-4 even worth it? So I like to address a few things, a few questions. I did a audio test a few seconds ago, and some of you guys were on there like y'all was bringing up some real good topics and subjects, and just like y'all was giving it to me. So I hope you guys are back on, and we can readdress some of those questions that you guys had during my test, my audio test. Nathaniel, what's up? Bert, what's up? What's up? Leroy, what's up? Hey, y'all give me some type of feedback as to how my audio sound. If you guys are subscribed, big ups to you. If not, please make sure you subscribe to this channel where everything here is music production. My background music. Yeah. I just got a loop playing. So what's going on with you guys? What's going on? All right, so the audio is not that great for this stream because I did not get everything routed like I want to, but we're just going to get started with the big question. Sounds good. Okay, cool. All right. So I was getting a bunch of questions from some of you guys. You guys been following me for a very long time, so you know that I am a avid Studio One user, and so I've gotten a ton of questions from you guys just asking if Studio 1-4 was even worth the upgrade. It's about $150 US. I'm not sure what it is in pounds or the in other currency, but it's about 150 for us. And let's dive into the subject, right? Let's talk about it because that's the big question. So $150 for an upgrade, right? And I believe that what they did was they made it so that you guys that own artists, which is, by the way, only $99. And they always go on sale. Like they have like deals. When I bought artists, I bought it on Cinco de Mayo, right? The artist version, this was Studio 1-2, version 2. The price went down to $5. It went down to $5, and so I bought the artist version for only $5, right? I think they do that every year. So if some of you guys have the artist version and you only pay $5 for it on Cinco de Mayo, $150 upgrade, that's $155 total for you. So you pay $155 for the full professional version of Studio 1-4. So we talking numbers right now. We're doing a little math, right? For those of you that paid only $99, y'all paid $99 for the artist version because you're not really into Studio One like that. You're probably using another DAW or you just wanted something to help you create, your ideas, jot down right quick, sing into the mic, that type of thing, and or you may be a musician, you play. So all you need Studio One for is just to lay your ideas or whatnot, right? And then now we're talking about updating possibly. So 150 for you means that you were paid a total of $250. I I believe right now, correct me if I'm wrong, Studio One 4 or Studio One Professional, any version, right? If you want the professional, just coming in, it's $399. I don't think it's $299. I think it's $399. So it's about $400 just coming in. So you guys that are talking about, is it worth updating? You still getting a deal. You still getting a deal. Right? That's probably the better route. Like, okay, get the artist first and then update. Only 150. So it's like, dude, that's great. Wish it was free, like, wish it was free for life, like FL. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, it is what it is. I think FL is the only ones that doing that. But you got to think about it. And I'm not going to speak anything negative towards the FL community because it's very strong, and they will be knocking on my door if I say anything out of pocket. So by no means am I knocking the community, but I don't know, and I'm just going based on what I've heard so many people say, and I've seen videos upon videos, and people are saying that FL Studio is not a full DAW. I think they just got the ability to record, like to be able to record and have like channels and like like a DAW. Like I don't think that was even something they were able to do, or maybe that you were able to do it and it wasn't convenient, so to speak. It wasn't like an experience if you use Cubase, Logic, Pro Tools, or something like that. I think that was what it was. Again, I'm not an FL user. I don't know about FL making it free for life. Seems like it can hurt the company in the future. I want to say, but I do know that FL Studio on their website, it is, you buy FL Studio and it's free, like for all of the updates forever. But I think they make their money with the plugins that they offer. I think that's how they make their money. So if you want something pretty dope, then you got to drop some money. But again, I don't use FL Studio, so I can't really speak. So some of you guys may use FL Studio. You guys can comment to that. I don't know. But it can cap. But they may have another means of pulling stream of income. Absolutely. That was the point I was just making. Absolutely. Paying for the free upgrades keeps validity in Pro Tools, and making it so that the company can invest in future things to make the software better. Right. Well, see, right. And this is the other thing. And now we're getting a little deep into it. Presonus is, see, FL Studio, I don't know, but to my knowledge, I think FL Studio is just a music making software. That's it. Presonus is a full-on hardware, software-based company. They make everything. They make interfaces. They make speakers. They make Studio One, the platform to record your music to. Did I say mixers? They have what else do they have? What else? I think I named it all. That's pretty much everything. I don't think they make any mics, but I mean they make a full line of gear for us to use. They make two preamps. Um, they getting deeper into the software because they have more plugins modeled after tube amps, other preamps, compressors, EQs, things like that. Professional version buyers should at least be cheaper. Now, yeah, I was thinking that too. That's what I thought. I thought that was, see, that's another thing I wanted to sort of address. Like, what do you guys feel about that? It's just Presonus make mics. I don't know. I've never seen any mics. As a music creator that purchased the professional version and someone with an artist version, I felt robbed because pro users paid 4 times the amount, and artist user we should have paid 50 max. It's a lot of you know what? Presonus has made some changes over the years. You know, when I first got in, I paid $500. Yeah, it was like $4.99 for me when I bought in, and they are now $3.99. Just the same for Logic Pro. Logic Pro, when I bought Logic Pro at that time, Logic Pro was $1,000, $9.99. I kid you not. I remember the day I went to the Apple store. They had the little box. It was a bigger box. You know, it wasn't the small box they have now, but it was like a big box on the shelf. It was Logic Pro 8. That's when I got in. Logic Pro 8, $9.99. Then they went down to $4.99. Now it's only $200, and I think you can only get it through the Apple store. I don't even think it's on the shelf any longer. I could be wrong. So, do I feel robbed? Not really. I think we're moving into the days where things are more affordable. You remember, like, all of this stuff I have now. At some point, this stuff was like it wasn't even available to consumers like myself. You had to go to the studio to record. This stuff wasn't available. Back then, when they started putting stuff like this out, like drum machines and mixers and like making it available, man, this was like 3 times, 4 times, 7 times the cost it is now. So I bought S1 version 2 producer upgrade for $149, and all the upgrades have been $149. Okay. In 2009, I paid $399. Okay. All right. Hey, if you have a business that circles around media, you can write it off. So it's particularly a free upgrade. You're going to have to give that 1099 money to the government if you don't get rid of it. Yeah. All of those are great points, great ideas. You guys are on point. I mean, everyone, all of you guys that are commenting, y'all coming from different backgrounds. You have different needs and wants. And that was also something I was going to address, like, just now. Like, I feel like, like if you are paying for something such as this, you probably should be in it for business, making money somehow. Like, everybody is trying to put out a hit record these days, right? A hit record equals money, residual income. That's the goal for everybody. Does everybody get to that point? Not necessarily, but when you buy the stuff, you should be able to make it back through the sales of dealing with clients. You know, Logic had the black box with books and discs. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to. It was a black box and it just looked so good. It was so clean. Like when you sing, it's like, ooh man, that's it, man. And then the box got smaller and heavier. Like it was crazy. Like the big box was lighter, but then the small box is heavier. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, things change. What you paid for in the past may have cost you more money than it is now. I think the goal is the goal is that they're trying to go after people who can afford it. You know what I mean? Like trying to like sticking on a high prices. It's not hip no more. It's not lit. It's not lit to keep the price at $500. When people are like, another issue is people are finding cracked versions of softwares. So they don't want you to have a cracked version. They don't want to have to come and crack down on you. And then you have to end up paying more money than what you would have paid if you just went ahead and bought it. Because now you got to go to court and you got to pay for attorneys and all this stupid stuff. Like, just buy it, and be good with it, and you straight. I tried FL Studio 20 on Mac. Man, yeah, that is right. FL is at the 20th version, but I think Studio One is better for me. But FL Studio is very good with new update. It's very professional. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so let's dive really deep into Studio One 3, right? So Studio One 4, sorry. So like I've uploaded a video like a couple hours ago, and here is Studio One 4, right? So now you have the option to go in and change uh, the colors. So you can change the colors. Um, let's see, luminous is at 3%. I'm trying to remember where I am. So, right, that's what it was before, and we'll bring it back to 3%. Right, right. So now we can go from dark to light now, which is pretty cool. That's I'm not I haven't even got far. Don't worry. Okay, so let's grab impact for instance. Where is impact? So we're just gonna just mess around and see what's good. Also, you can change the color of impact, right? I actually like this dark color. I like that. I really dig that. So you guys can see impact has a different interface. It looks totally different. While we at it, I'm gonna go ahead and grab sample one. So for us music creators, right? If you remember what sample one and impact was before this update, they were like pretty much obsolete. They weren't useful at all. You couldn't do much, and then it was just like a waste of time. And I still don't know what they're gonna do to this other one they have, this Mojave. I You guys know what I'm talking about. Mojave. I think some people was telling me that is really for um like sound designing. But to be honest with you, I don't know who uses Mojave, Mojave, Maja, whatever you call it. Is it in here? They may have took it out. I can't find it. I think I hidden it. That's what I did. I hidden it. Let me see if I can still find it. I think I hid it because I didn't want to see it. There we go. There we go. This thing right here. Mojado. I'm sorry. I had said it wrong. Mojado. I don't know. It's not many presets. Like I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. I don't really mess around in there. But I think like Impact for instance. So uh so say we build a track using this sample by Blackout. By the way, I did a review on that kit. So this is 83. The BPM is 83. I think it's important to have your beat, your tempo exactly. If you bring it in, if you know the tempo, if you bring it in. So like I could bring this in, I could put it on one track or one pad, right? Wait, I'm messing up already. So right, so it's at one shot. That's the and I could change it to just loop, more like a ADSR feel, you know, or I could put it at normal. Normal was the same thing, but I think loop, like they both give you different functions, I believe. And I'm noticing as time goes, it changes depending on which one. So say I don't want to do that. Say um, I'm sorry. Let's go back to Impact. Say that I don't. Let's clear that pad. Say I don't want to do it like that. Say the question that a lot of people have been asking me: can you chop or can you slice? So you bring it in like this, and then you got to hit Shift. I think it's Shift, and then it chops it or slices it across the pad. So let's see if I can get my keyboard to talk to it. I gotta wonder. Okay, let's wait. There we go. So it's in 16 pretty much. So we got 16 pads. So we're at 16s right now. So you could chop them up, and then you can definitely take this. Like you can zoom in here if it's too small. You know, if you're doing it like this, you can zoom in, and then you can like change the end and start points. Right? Let's zoom out. Say I want this particular pad to be. I want it to take from this, right? I don't know if you can hear that, but say for instance, you know, you could definitely come in here and do some serious editing or manipulating or whatever, right? But for the sake of this, I want to clear. Yep, I want to clear all of that, and so that's cool. So let's just add this on one pad. Let's see what you guys are saying. I started watching Ableton drum rack tutorials to figure out how the best to use Impact XT. Really? So you went to go and look at an Ableton. Okay. I I kind of get what you're saying. Maybe it's built the same way, but this right here, guys. I feel like and there's eight banks on here, right? So you got 16 pads, so that's 16 times 8. I feel like um this will also help you understand the machine a little bit, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna go and I'll do like more tutorials and things like that as we move along. We just going live. I'm just kind of showing you guys things like at first glance. So some of you guys had the question: is it worth it? Does any Does anyone know what the pad focus is for? The pad focus is for, that's a good question. So the pad focus is for, like, for instance, let me go to, I'm gonna go to first of all, let's stop that. I'm gonna go to my group B. So say for instance, let's take a new one. We tired of that sound, right? Let's take this track and let's split it across the tracks again, right? So, oh, and also keep in mind that when you're working with banks, when you go to the next bank, it's the next key up. So once you reach like the last note, or you got to count like in chromatic on the keyboard, and then once you get to the last, I think the last one on the last one is actually D sharp for bank A. So once you get to E, you're now triggering E2. That's pretty cool. And it actually tells you right here, this is E2. It tells you the notes. I didn't even really haven't realized that until now. So it tells you where the notes are. So E2. So E2. Now, if you're watching the screen, watch this. Do you see anything happening? So if I hit the pad focus, now let's watch. So pretty much the pad focus is what allows what we see up here at top up at the top is focusing on your movements. So pretty much it's following your cuts. That's really what it's doing. So if I turn pad focus off, it won't move. It just stay put. So is this really up here? That's what it is. That's a good question. Because I had the same question. I'm like, what is that? What does that do? Jersey Boy said it syncs up with machine. I haven't tried that yet, so I don't know. But if you're telling me that's what it do, that's what's up. The new drum patterns is very bad. I like it, but pattern sucks. Do you have the pattern? Do you have Studio One 4? So I think I asked that question earlier. Someone said that. And they were referring to a video that Craftmaster posted. So I haven't tried it out yet. As a matter of fact, let's go to Group C. And I'm sure there's a workaround, and like I don't think I have a loop in here anywhere. If there's not a workaround, it's going to be something that Presonus will fix really soon. And the other thing I wanted to address, I've this is probably the second time I've seen that. If you guys basing the fact that if you're trying to validate if Studio One 4 is worth the upgrade because of patterns not working to your advantage, well, you got to think of it like this. At first, there weren't any patterns. First of all, impact wasn't where it is now. The sample one wasn't where it is now. We didn't have chords in here before. We didn't have the the toggle thing here, where you can move your audio and it can switch and switch places without losing the position. I did say chord. So I feel like if you've been following Presonus or Studio One for a very long time, you know that they they put out like some really nice updates over time. So patterns will obviously be updated later on with new features and bug fixes and things like that. You know what I mean? How does a quantizing? I knew that question was coming. Nathaniel said, "Yeah, Craftmaster was talking about this problem." Uh, that's not in that's a sound problem. So P Row thinks it's not impact, it's a sound problem. Okay. Someone thinks I look like a kid. Well, thank you. Or looks like kid. Not to mention, you can always do it in piano roll like you normally do using Presonus until Presonus fix it. See, there you go. I like you, Dre. Like they're like with all of the features and the updates and things like that. Um, there's always workaround. Say what's up to my family, and they wonderful. There's always workaround. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me, to be honest with you. So what does this pattern thing does better than? Okay, so since we there, we talking about patterns. Okay, so let's go. Okay, let's build this. Let's build these drums right quick, so then we can go and talk about patterns. So I have. Let's see. Let's see. Kick. Okay, kick. Let's put that on pad one, and let's put a 808. Okay, I like that one. So we're gonna put that next to that kick. Let's go for a clap. Okay, let's use that one. Oh, moving too fast. Let's add again. Moving too fast. They want to put some on the Ranger. Okay, clap two or clap. Let's go for. Let's go for the. Okay, so C4. Let me go octave higher. Okay, so we got a basic kick going here. Um, which one? Okay, pattern. So impact. We'll move this down some. And this is actually my first time playing with patterns, to be honest with y'all. So we all in this together. We can see what's going on. All right, so I think to get to patterns, it's like a command. I think it's like shift um shift Apple or shift command P is how you get it up. So if we come here, let's see, what is the tempo? Okay, so we got 2 bars. Let's loop that. So I can, okay, right now I'm looking at everything. I can tell this is cool. I can hide unused. But you know what? I don't think it had unused. It actually made everything. It put everything in view. So we was at C2, right? Wait, let's go back to bank C. So we was at, say, G sharp 3, which is right here, right? Okay. So let's put that in there. So everything is at 16ths right now. Now that's cool. It's got, wow, it's got presets actually. Let's go back. So I want to make this pattern like longer. Let's just change this to eighths right now. So where's my claps right here? So if you get lost, I'm seeing that I can actually click on the pad itself and it highlights it. I said remove accent. Now this is something I've never seen before. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, it works on instrument tracks. You can use patterns with synths too to play chords. It accents hit right. I know what accent does. You know what? I know what accent accents do. I know what it do, but I never seen it before. Like like all of this is totally new to me. So as we going along, you guys seeing. Click on the bottom that brings up the velocity editor on the bottom. Uh, Dope. Okay. Thank you, Nathaniel. You the man. I was looking for the repeat. Now check this out, cause I know what I want to articulate. So, but check this out. There we go. You hear crackling. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My audio situation is not that great right now. Um, but okay, that's patterns. That's patterns. Now, all right. So, uh, uh, you guys tell me if you hear any. They want you to repeat the kick. There you go. Do you guys hear any issues in patterns? Okay, you guys let me know what you think. Since we was on that subject, don't sound like a problem. Do it. No, it don't. I think what happened was the video you guys seen. Craftmaster was using a sample that was one of those long samples, and he chopped it, and it wasn't like when you chopping samples, it's not one of those like it crossfade type, like it wasn't a single sample. It was fighting, and he was doing something a little bit faster, I think. But again, I think there's a workaround that, you know what I mean. You guys just have to play with it. That's not to justify if it's worth the update or not, because you having problems. You can always fix that. There's always ways around that. Right, exactly. Keep in mind, it's only been out here for a few days, and I am not knocking what Craftmaster is doing. You know what I'm saying? I think the dude is dope. I don't think that you guys just looked at that and just ran with it, and you know, I'm not going to get. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's solid. Kick with the harsh attack clicks. Yeah. Right. With those so like when you guys mess around with samples, it just depends on what you're doing. This one doesn't have a attack with a click in it. This one is like it just hits hard, but there's no attack sound in it. The only reason why I said it may have something to do with the length is because if the kick is not done, if the kick is not done, if you're repeating in the middle of something that's going on, you get that glitch sound. That's kind of what I was saying. Right, there will always be problems in software. Companies release with problems knowing it. Yeah, exactly. There you go. You guys see the comment. Yeah. So there you go. That's patterns, and that was actually my first time playing with it. And I I don't know. Did we get to why we think, or if do you guys think it's worth an update now? It seemed like you guys let that one issue stop you from. Oh, it's there's something wrong with the patterns. I don't like what it's doing with the kicks. So now I and the cool thing about this is you can obviously print this down to, like, say, I think you can right click here and say, mm, mm, I don't remember where you would have to go to say, like, make it a part of uh an event, merge event. No, let's see. Okay, so I all I did was I hit the glue tool, which is G for me, and now it's now we're looking at um we're not looking at the patterns or the step sequence any longer. We're looking at the new way of inserting your notes. So it's no longer the blocks. It's a little bit different now, which is, I dig this. So you can go and further do edits if you want to convert to pattern. Yeah, I did something else. So say I wanted to get this. Right, so So I can add that in there if I wanted to. All right, so let's talk about sample one. If we was to add something, let's see, what can we add? I think I just want to add that as a sample, but the sampler, if I want, you know what, this is how I can add the 808 in here. That's dope. And now I'm thinking of things I would definitely use this for, because that was something I've always struggled with. So let's go octave. Okay, so I wonder what oh, it tells you where it lands on. So C sharp. And from my understanding, you can map. Okay, here's the mapping. I can map. I can map this across the keyboard. Now you guys help me out. How did you do your 808s before? My 808s, I brought them up in battery 4, and I had it split across the spectrum, or the keyboard, so that I can insert whatever. Or sometimes I'll use machine and turn on the what is it? It's not chords, is it? No, it's I turn on the keyboard, so the keyboard automatically turns your 808s, or whatever for that matter. It pitches everything. It spreads it out. Sample one still, if you need to pitch. I don't know what you mean by that. Studio One always have more than one way to do things. I agree with that a whole lot. So if you guys get stuck on one thing, there's always another way to get around. That is very true. I've done so many videos showing, like, you got envelopes in here. You got you can actually record into sample one, like a sampler, a real sampler. I mean, that's kind of I think Presonus was really generous of giving us something like this to be able to record into sample one. But why would you need to record into sample one when you can record into the DAW itself? So again, that's just another way to do stuff. 808 glides. That's I think the glide feature is in here. As a matter of fact, I don't I don't know if they made a designated button for it, but I do, like, a lot of times I'll just use the pitch bend to glide. But right now I'm trying to figure out how to get this. Maybe if I right click on it or something, I can. What is the command for actually splitting this across? I don't know. Y'all help me out. Edit sample. Nope. That ain't what I want to do. And I ain't got no problem letting y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. That's why y'all here. cutting the extra step out. I would record it into the DAW and then drop it into sample one. I just have to record it into sample one. It, it's however y'all want to do it. It doesn't matter. It's awesome that they give us several ways to do it. I think hold down Command or Option when you drag the sample in, it automatically speak. You know what? Just like your name, perfect. I don't even know why I didn't even think of that. Why didn't I think of that? Because that's how you spread across impact. So how come that wouldn't work for this? Okay, let's see. Man, that's genius. I think I did it. Well, wait, hold on. I'm noticing something down here. What is this? Okay. Huh. It put it in two different notes, but let me go back. Maybe if I what if I press shift to insert slices. I did that. Yeah, that's something I'll have to figure out. But that'll be cool. That will be cool. I need to figure that out really quick, fast. Cool, cool. Appreciate you, Nathan, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Shift, drag the sample into sample one. Yeah, I did that. It puts it on a couple of notes, but it didn't like change the shift. I mean the pitch, follow song tempo. Uh, that's something I have to figure out. I'm pretty sure you could do it though, but I just have not figured that out. Like if Presonus, wait, I need to get close and personal to the camera. If Presonus would have sent me Studio One like with everybody else, then I would have known how to do this type of stuff. I could help people a lot better. But when Studio One released 4, I was so anxious to get my hands on it and show everybody what you can do and show you guys why it would be worth to upgrade or why it wouldn't be worth. So far, I think what you can do, and I didn't even touch the surface. I think what you can do so far, I think I was able to show you guys why I would think it would be worth, because these are tools that I didn't have before. These are the different things that I was doing using other tools like Battery 4, Machine. I'm not putting my machine down. Don't get it twisted. It's just now I can't take my machine. Well, I can. My machine is small enough to fit in my bag, but I'm not gonna pull my machine out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially like on the airport. Like it's enough pulling out your laptop, but if you're on a plane, you don't have space to pull out a machine unless you ride in VIP or something like that. But when you're on a plane, you like you crammed up. Either you between people or somebody's on the left or the right side of you, and you have just this to work with. So if I pull out my laptop right there, I can do my thing using what's available in here versus using my pulling out a machine. Like I don't have space for a computer and a machine in front of me. Or like if I'm going to a coffee shop or I don't know, just wherever I go, I can just pull my laptop out and do my thing instead of, you know what I'm saying? So like having that inside of Studio One now, I was always creative doing stuff in Studio One using like the from time to time the sample one depending, but now sample one can do way more. I I um I think it's dope. So check this out. I'm just gonna find something random. You guys want to see how the chord detect the chord detect works? Let's see. Um, let's see. Um, where? Wait. Okay, let's use that for instance. So I just drug in this track here, right? We're gonna take this like this. If I was trying to make it a playable sample, I need to change the root note and the high note. I'm interested. You know, my brain. I don't know. Sometimes I don't be thinking of these things. That's why I got y'all around. I'm right. Look, check this out. We right back at. Okay, so and I was looking at that in sample one. So like, how do I change the root note? Like that's gonna be. So my root note is C sharp. I'm gonna delete this, or can I delete it? I think I can delete it just by. No, I gotta get out of edit mode. Maybe no. Remove samples. Okay. Uh, let's see. Remove samples. Okay, so I got this one. Right. So, where's? Oh, dang! Right in my face. The root note is C sharp, and it's got it high at. What if I do C4? What? P-roll. Look, you are something else. I don't even know why I knew these things. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that too. I just was keeping y'all on y'all toes, Okay, thank you, Dussa. You are amazing. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. Okay, so let's go back to the chords. What's up, Ben Jim? What's happening? So let's talk about the chords. So detect chords. Boom. So what we were able to detect, it is C. I don't even know how to say that. So let's check this out. It only to detect this whole scene or this whole phrase as one note. But I think if I want to get if I want to fine tune it, like be more specific, first of all, I need to I need to let's time stretch this here. Let's bring it back. So put it on beat. Right. All right, so okay, let's chop this. It's not on beat, but let's chop it. Let's chop it anyway. Let's get that part out of there. And let's time stretch it again and put it on beat. Oh, dang. It would be my tempo is way too fast. Cause then I would have to do something like that. Right. That's now it's on time. I can just look at the thing and tell. So let's chop it. So let's see. Wait, let's so it changes right here. All right, so just for the sake of it, and I should have took. Let's delete the Let's remove the chords. So I'm just gonna detect this right here. Oh, well, puts it right back. It that's pretty much what it is. I guess that's just what it is. All right, so let's It's a C something. Seventh. It's the seventh chord. I don't know if it's major or minor. Yeah. All right, so let's is it in events? Okay. All right. So C7. I only had this one selected, by the way. So if I had them all, if I go back, let's see what that is. Diminished is a C diminished seventh chord. I never seen that. I don't know what a diminished emblem looks like. Okay, so anyway, say for instance I pull up a new track, not a new project, but a new track, a new track. No, not that. Um, no, I don't want to bounce it. Okay, I forgot the command for new track. Okay, new track. Bam. Instrument track, right? So say we go for instrument track down below. So then we're going to hit the follow, make it parallel. I think I'm doing that right. The snipe just showed me this earlier, and I totally forgot how to do it. Can't drag it down. See that? I would rather them just make it where you can just drag it down. That would be better. Oh, I have to actually like put a chord in there. So say for instance, um, to be honest with you, I could just put anything in here. Since it's a seventh chord, I'm gonna put four chords in there. And now I'm gonna chop it right here. We're gonna chop it again at, I think it's right there. We chop it again right here. And then I think we chop it again right here. Okay, so if I need to chop, I think it would be clever if I can see the chords in the piano roll. See that now I'm coming up with new things that I'm complaining about. It would be better if I could see like anyway, so I know I chop right there. I know I chop at 4.2, and then again at 4, like right here, I think. Something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's doing the same thing, but I'm gonna show you guys something like how you could change everything up. So say for instance, now I think I can say um I want this track to follow. So if I turn it off, there we go. So it actually puts it in the right place. So let's pick an instrument. I mean it looks like it's more work involved because I'm still trying to figure stuff out. But like once I get the handle of, I promise y'all in the next coming videos, be like, oh that boy got it together. Let's pick something more soothing. Crap. Let's see. Not bass. Maybe mallets. Come on, open, open, open. Nothing wants to open. Okay. I'm in. I'm in a total different folder, and nothing wants to open. All right, so let's pick another instrument. Let's come back. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm trying to pick something simple. Serum, simple enough. Replace. Get out of there. There we go. Serum is pretty dope, by the way. Plucks. It's always good. There we go. So let's see. So I'm gonna mute this track. I'm gonna just show you guys how you can change stuff up, and that's not C diminished. That's cool. So that's pretty much how, like, quick you can change notes. Like, you ain't even gotta move stuff around like how I used to do. Like move that there. What if I do that? You know what I'm saying? So, or if even if you do that, you can always like come back home. But see, again, like now that I have everything chopped in weird places, I would risk that I can see the. See, I don't know if I. Yeah, I wish that I can see. And this is something else I need to learn. I wish I can see the. Maybe if I can move this all the way up, then I can kind of like see. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So far, what's your perspective about the upgrade? I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I see the possibilities and how far we can go with this. I think it's pretty dope. So, okay, so with this last note, so the only way I can see what's going on like right up and down here is if I zoom in like this and bring this totally up here. So that's something that I would love to see them implement, unless it is a way to do that, and I just don't know how to do it. Maybe there's like another window I can pop open in the piano editor. I can see the actual chords, because I think that is what's going to be most effective, if we can see the chords in the arranger or the piano roll. You know what I'm saying? I was a bit of a Debbie Down. See, the thing is, man, like, um, when they did the live stream, it just felt really rushed. Like they threw, okay, all right, so we got Impact. Now we updated Studio One, and now we have chords, and you can do this, and boom, all right, buy it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, you're not telling me nothing. You're not giving us no. Like I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So it was like boom, throw you in the wilderness, and we don't know what Studio One 4 could really do. So like, until I started like really diving into it, seeing what power behind it, now I'm over here like, okay, yeah, I get it. Now I see. Versus how I've been doing things, I think that the update is definitely worth it. We took an hour to figure that out, but that whole hour, I wanted to help you guys understand what it is. Why would you update? What's the whole purpose? Should I? Should I not? That sounds totally terrible, but I'm showing y'all like the power behind it. I can change all of that. Like, like, look at that. Like, I could do what I want. The power's in my hand. I can do whatever I want. Right? I'm just showing y'all. It makes no sense, but I'm just showing you. Now I wonder. Now this is what I wonder. If I come down here and change the key of the song. If I change the key of the song. Now, here's what I would love to see next. Cause in 4, if you pay $150 to upgrade, you best believe you're gonna see some major updates coming pretty soon. I don't know that for a fact, but watching what they done in 3, like they kept coming with updates over and over and over. So that's why I think it's worth it. So everything is not perfect now, but I think once time progresses, we will see those different things come together. And before you know it, Studio One 4 is going to be like crazy as far as it catering towards production, people into music. So like, the next thing I would like to see, now that we have chord detection in here, I would like to see some type of progression inspiration. So now that means Studio One will actually learn the song, and it will give chord progression ideas, so to speak. I don't know what you would call it, but it will be like a suggestion, suggestion. You know, you can go here or you can go there, like stuff that makes sense. Because right here, you like, if you don't know the circle of fifths, or you don't know music theory, and I am guilty of it, like I go by ear. But looking at this, and I do admit that this will actually teach you, like, okay, looking at chords, and the fact that you can change from major to minor to diminished to augmented, and then suspend 2 and 4, power chord, and then you got the different intervals, the like the triad chords, the seventh chords, ninth chords, 13, 11s, and then you got a root of whatever note, and then you got a bass, like that type of stuff. That's definitely advanced. But what about like making it where, you know what I'm saying? That would be cool. That would definitely be cool. So now you can insert notes in here, note per track or per project, which is cool. Show y'all that right quick. I did a video on it. It's nothing huge, but I just thought it was really cool. So yeah, say for instance, insert your notes, song notes. There you go. Now you got notes in here, and then you got notes per track. You have to obviously activate them. I see. I thought I activated it, but there you go. You know what I'm saying? Now there was something else that I was wondering about. I wonder if nope. Never mind. I was just trying something. Like if you can label all tracks, all audio tracks at the same time, and then give it a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going too far. That's the thing you can do in Logic. That's not a biggie. It would be dope if they can add audio to MIDI, like in Ableton. You take audio sample and convert it to MIDI. I think you can do that. Well, well, the way I just showed you is a way to do it. Like you can just chord detect audio, and then but you would have to go and pull up a different track, and then like insert some chords, and then tell it to follow the chords up top. That's the only workaround right now. Like I say, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be updated. You know, that there may be some changes there. I don't know, but yeah, I would love to see an easy way to do that. Definitely, definitely. Well, I didn't really give a thorough like I didn't do a full beat. I just was all over the place, just showing you guys stuff there. But hopefully, you guys saw the power behind what you can do in Studio One 4. I will continue uploading videos and things like that. So if I don't have any more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of it. I'm in this stream. It would be dope if they add the audio. Okay, I read that. You can use using okay, Melodyne. That's what I thought you were trying to say. You can use Melodyne. Yeah. Melodyne is another one. It's another tool. You know, I think I don't use the Melodyne that comes with Studio One 4. I've purchased Melodyne like years back, so I have a different. I think I'm using their. It's not the Essential. It's the editor. I have their editor version, so I have a little bit more features than what they offer here. You guys could do the same thing. I think like upgrading, because of the fact that they give you that in Studio One 4. So when you upgrade, it's not like buying it outright like I did. Because when I was using Melodyne, I wasn't using Studio One yet. I was using Logic at the time. It looks like S14 is going to be the producer upgrade. Absolutely. Okay, I'm glad you said that because that was something else I wanted to address to some of you guys if you still here. Um, the upgrade, yeah, and because this is a music production channel, I think for you guys that are watching Studio One, if you're into music production, I think the upgrade is worth it for music producers. Um, if you're if your primary reason of using Studio One is for mixing and mastering, or even sound designer for that matter, if that's your primary reason, well, I would take sound design out because I think sound. If you're into sound design, you obviously would appreciate what you can do in here now. But if that's your only thing, if you're a mix engineer, it's not worth it to you because it's just not. So the answer is yes and no, depending on who you are. If you're a music producer, you like making beats, that type of thing, yes, it's worth the upgrade. It is definitely worth the upgrade. But if that's not your goal, then you can stay in three or two. I've learned some two. Some people still on one and two. Um, three was Studio One. Three was definitely for mix engineers. Definitely for mix engineers. You know what I mean? And and it's like now that four is out, you got them some of them people, some of the same people uh like what is this? You know, and I'm like, come on, man, really? Like really? Is that the type of energy you're gonna give back towards Studio One Four? Because Studio One Three was a beast as far as all of that, the mixing stuff. I mean, then they gave you guys everything, and they still adding stuff in there. You know, even though four is geared towards people like me, they still add stuff. Like they change the way they change. Like for instance, like if you're looking at the mixer here, this is definitely something mix engineers will definitely appreciate the fact that they made the strip smaller. It kind of mimics Pro Tools. Now the numbers on the outside, and it's more distinctive. Like everything is right there in your face. It makes more sense. You have track notes. This is a mix engineer thing. I love it because I happen to be a mix engineer as well. So it's like, yeah, I like that. That's cool. I like that update. You know what I'm saying? Um, what's the other thing they added? The ability to export your files to AAF and send it, to different people using different dolls or like movie. They still got mix engineers in mind doing stuff like that. That's not necessarily for production, but the major overhaul was, I feel like, really geared towards music producers. So thank you, Presonus, for thinking about us, because I was one of the ones complaining. I still got a little things I feel needs a little work on, but we're in the right direction. Did you have any issues with license activation? Thank you. Love the light thing. I think it's pretty cool. Like it's growing on me because I've been doing a dark theme for a long time. So it's actually growing on me. At first I didn't like it. I'm like, it's not for me, but it's different. You know what I mean? To go along with the new update, I got to change things up now. Okay, No, I didn't have any issues with the activation at all. The activations was pretty smooth for me. All right, I hope I answered everybody's questions. So yes, Studio One Four is worth it if you're a production guy. If not, it's not. AAF definitely makes it worth. See, it depends on who you are. If like some people say they would pay $150 for AAF alone, and then there are some other people who say they would pay $150 for the chord detection alone, because there were like plugins that there are a couple of plugins, a few plugin companies out here that has the chord thing, suggesting chord progression and things like that, and a lot of us had to buy this stuff, and it wasn't cheap. Cubase has it in their system already. Studio One was the only one that did not. Even Reason, I love the way Reason, like their whole like chords machine has it. You in Machine, you can just hit one note, and you were good. Studio One was the only one lacking in that regard, and so now we have it. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. And I'm sure there are some other things on the back end that we can now do. Someone else suggests they was going after beat detection, being able to um get the beat, the tempo, find out the tempo. I think you can do that. I think there is a plugin. I can't remember what it is, but maybe enhance that, I guess. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It's always something to look forward to. And guys, you want to remember, like, things that you having issues with, like stuff that you want to see. You have to go to Presonus.com, their support page. But you need to have an account though, and make these suggestions and vote for these suggestions. Like, they go based on votes. If first before you make your complaint, just search the community, the forums first, and see if kind of, I think you could type in and search to see if your issue was already addressed, and just vote on that. If you got several of the same people saying the same thing, they go by votes on one problem. So if that got high votes, they're gonna look at that and they're gonna implement that in the next update. And that's how we see them make moves. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that got implemented in 3 was a lot of mix engineers. It was just, they was listening to them a lot. People moving over from Pro Tools and other dolls. It was really trying to get them as far as mix engineers. So now Studio One is solid as far as that. But for production, they did not really fix the quantize. I don't think, I have to play with it some more, to be honest. But I think what I was playing with, it was like, it was like a couple of notes. But when I get really deep into production, then I can tell you, like, look, y'all, they ain't fixed this problem yet. All right, cool, cool. Well, I had fun with you guys. Thank you for coming out, hanging out with me. I'm going to log on off. My name is Kevin Ellop from ksound.com. Remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. Visit the website, ksound.com. Make sure you subscribe. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. Kevin Ellop. Just search Kevin Ellop. And till next time. Peace.